Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about my book journal. I had a book journal a couple of years ago that was tiny. It was this leather bound book, and I really thought that I was going to write in it and keep up with all the books that I was reading. That did not go as planned. I could not tell you when I actually wrote in that book. To this day, it's never been written in. I have turned it into something else completely. It is no longer a book journal. So this year I decided I was going to challenge myself and actually make a book journal. And this time I'm actually going to be writing in it. I already made a few spreads in here that's going to help me keep track of the books that I'm reading, and just to see the different genres that I'm actually reading and how many books that I am going to read this year. I am going to show you guys inside of this journal. I'm so excited and I'm really proud of it. Alright, so this is what my journal looks like. I literally got the cheapest dotted journal on Temu. I really didn't want to spend anything crazy for a journal that I am just going to write the books that I'm reading. And this is my first time really using a reading journal, so I didn't want to go too crazy on the type of journal that I'm going to use, especially because it's probably gonna be something that you have to get yearly. I added this sticker on it. I thought the sticker was really pretty. It's like a girl reading a book, which is really on brand for me. So I really did not know what to do for like the cover page. I was thinking maybe I should write my name, and I decided against that and just did a collage. So I have two separate collages. So here's this one. I need to tape this back on. But that is the Hogwarts castle. And then this is very like dark academia themed. We have some libraries, a forest, a cafe with some coffee. We have the Ravenclaw sticker, which is what house I'm in the Harry Potter houses. Some stickers that I just randomly added here. So this vibe is my vibe. I like dark academia, browns, castles, architecture. Achilles. I love Achilles. Let's see. The next page is just my 2024 recap page. I didn't really know what I wanted to do for this page, so I kept it simple. So we just have the longest book that I read, which is A Storm of Swords by George R.R. Martin. The most shelf book that I read was Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I read 100 books. The pages I read was 42,825. My average rating was a 4.1 star. The least shelved book that I read was Her Dark Wings. The shortest book I read was Coraline. And then my top favorite book for the year was Circe. This next page is my reading goal tracker. So I did it for 130 books. Not sure if I will read that much this year. At the bottom, I just have different colors that will tell me what color to color in these boxes. So we have 1 star, 2 star, 3, 4, and 5. This next spread is going to be my genre bookshelf. So this is where I'm going to track the genre that I'm reading. And then I have a little bookshelf here with different colors for fantasy, thriller, horror, memoir, and romance. I will color in these books, and that will help me keep track of the different types of genres that I read. This one is my book of the year, so each month I will go in and write in which book was my most favorite book of that month. Then I will pick a favorite book between 2 different months, and then from there I will bring it down to 3 picks, and from those 3 picks I will pick my favorite book of the year. Then I have a classics to read in 2025. So these are just some of the books that I consider to be classics that I want to read. I feel like a lot of these books are on that banned books list. Then I have a book bingo where I just have different prompts that I want to achieve this year. So like read a book that will make you cry, read a book where the main character is at least 18 plus, read a poem, a banned book, read a book with a serial killer, a book released in 2025, read a nonfiction book, read a book with multiple point of views, read a book based on a true story, read a book with found family, read a book that is 50 plus pages, read a romance book, read a book with a movie adaptation, read a novella, read a book part of a series, read a book with magic, read a fairy tale retelling, read a book with a bakery, read a book set in a different country, read a graphic novel, read a book set in another world, read a book written by a BIPOC author, read a dystopian novel, read a book with pets/animals. Then I have my book series tracker where it's just all the series that I have on my physical TBR to read and how many books are in those series, and I will just color in the boxes as I finish each of those books in that series. Here is the A to Z challenge, so I will try to read a book that has a title with each of these letters. Then this is my Read the States challenge. So the goal is to try to read a book that is set in the 50 states in America. Then I have my 5-star read spread. I messed up so much over here, so I had to rewrite it, and then there was like a smudge. Whatever, that's probably gonna get covered with a book that I paste in. Here is the BIPOC authors to read. I have some books here that I really want to read this year. I don't really DNF books a lot. I struggle a lot with doing that, but the goal this year is to not be too hard on myself if I want to DNF a book. So I do have a spread for that and just 5 plot stones for books that I DNF. Here is the start of my physical TBR. I have a lot of books, as you can see, multiple pages. I have 227 books on my physical TBR. I know, it's crazy. And then this is going to be where I track the books that I read. So I'll put the number, the book and the author, the dates I read it, and the rating. So I have a couple of pages of that. And then for the month of January, this is the monthly spread with a stack of books. So I will go in and write the books that I read for this month. And then these pages after will be designated to do a book review, and then I will do the February spread. So that is it for my journal. It's very basic. I really didn't know what kind of spreads I wanted to add, so I just started off with these simple ones, and we're gonna see how this year goes, and from there that will determine what I want to add or change in my book spread for maybe in my book journal for maybe next year. But I hope you guys enjoy this video and return back for my next one. Bye.